Greetings, viewers and friends. Today our topic is prayer. Prayer is the unharnessed power in the Christian experience. Why, you may ask? In Mark chapter 11 verses 22 and 23, Jesus said that with faith we could tell a mountain to cast itself into the sea and it would be done. But this type of power is not a reality in most Christians' lives. When we fail to pray, we also lose opportunity to tap into the infinite and limitless power of the divine. Prayer in and of itself does not make us powerful, but the connection with the divine grants us never-ending possibilities. Inspiration tells us that prayer is the opening of the heart to God as to a friend, not that it is necessary in order to make known to God what we are, but in order to enable us to receive Him. Prayer does not bring God down to us, but it brings us up to Him. God is our friend, and we could be assured that we could go to Him and make our requests known to Him. In Isaiah chapter 65 verses 24 it says, "And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer, and while they are yet speaking, I will hear." This should be good news for us, because even though God is a God that reigns over the entire universe, He still takes out time to listen to our requests. It is important to note that some of the prayers that God will never answer are the ones that we never submit to Him. It is not that God does not know what we need. God is well acquainted with all our necessities, but He waits on us to present our prayers to Him. In Mark chapter 11 verses 24, it presents to us the ABC of prayer. It says, "Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours." The three main components as presented in this verse is ask, believe, and receive. It is important that we know what we need and we ask for it. And also when we ask, it is important that we have faith that God will come through for us as we ask according to His will. And as God grants to us those requests, it is important that we also receive those things into our lives. God knows the things that we need, and He's more than willing to grant it to us, but He waits on us to go to Him in prayer. Sometimes going to God in prayer can be difficult for us because we lack one thing. In 2 Chronicles chapter 7 verse 14, it not only presents to us the ardor for prayer, but it also presents to us a complete way how we can receive restoration from God. It says, "If my people who are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray, and seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven, I will forgive their sins, and I will heal their lands." This verse presents to us that before we can even attempt to pray, we must have the right attitude, and that attitude is humility. The absence of humility might be the number one reason why most people don't pray. There is an ongoing struggle within the human experience that strives to be self-sufficient and independent, but this attitude only serves to counteract the necessary element of humility that is necessary as we seek to approach God in prayer. The book of Proverbs says that pride goes before a fall, and before honor comes humility. Before we can expect God to honor our requests, we need to approach Him in all humility and make our requests known to Him. As we conclude today, I encourage you to pray. As we have identified the necessity of humility in order for you to pray, then strive to be humble. Approach God and present your worries, your problems, your hopes, and your plans to Him, and you might just move that arm of omnipotence. As you do this, know that God had already answered your prayer, and while you are yet speaking, He will listen to you. Remember that God is your friend. God listens. God cares. Be blessed.